I'd like to welcome all the new and returning students to the Department of Science here in Waterford Institute of Technology. Firstly, let me introduce myself. I am Dr. Orla and I am the Head of Department of Science here in Waterford Institute of Technology and also the Chair of the Health and Safety Committee for the department. As you know, this year we've had to change the delivery of our lectures and tutorials to online platforms. This is due to COVID-19 pandemic. The practical laboratory classes will remain on campus. We have, however, made changes to their delivery. There will be a reduced number in the laboratories, which will enable social distancing, and also students will work individually. However, we do realise that there is a need to move about the laboratory during the class to access things such as reagents and equipment, and therefore we are introducing the mandatory wearing of masks. So now the personal protective equipment that each student must have in coming into the class is a lab coat, safety glasses and masks. We would ask that where possible comply with social distancing. The guidelines in general areas of WIT is covered in the Institute guidelines on this website. Some of the key points that I'd like to address at the beginning of this induction session is that attendance at practical classes is mandatory. This means that you must attend all the lab classes that you have been assigned to. In some cases, there are field trips with certain cohort of students. These are also mandatory to attend. You are required to read the safety handbook. The wearing of lab coats, safety glasses and masks, again, in each laboratory is mandatory for each student and staff. Any accidents or incidents must be reported to the supervising staff. This is not in order to lay blame. This is in order that we ensure that there is documentation on any incident, however small, and that it is followed through correctly. Any medical conditions that you have should be identified to your course leader. This could be something as minor as an allergy, or it may be a major serious condition, but any condition should be reported to the course leader, and they will then determine if this will impede you in participating in any particular laboratory session. Appropriate labelling and waste disposal guidelines must be followed. These will be carried through and instructed to you in further sessions of this induction, but also it will be clearly in your lab manual as to how you conduct waste disposal, and this must be followed. There is a questionnaire, and this is a validating document that demonstrates that you as a student has completed the safety induction and has read the safety handbook, and this must also be completed. With regards to the safety handbook and the questionnaire, you are required to read the safety handbook thoroughly. If you have any queries in relation to this, please contact your course leader and they will give you clarification on any issues that you may have. You must complete the online questionnaire, and this has questions which relate to what was covered in the safety induction and also in the safety handbook. In order to access these, log on to Moodle, go to the Department of Science Student Information area, and then to the Health and Safety Induction Training and Handbook area. And this will give you both the safety handbook and the safety questionnaires. When you go on to Moodle, into the Department of Science Student Information area, you will find the Health and Safety Induction Training and Handbook. And again, this two things that you need to follow through with after this induction, which is to read the safety handbook and complete the questionnaire. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank you for coming to this induction session and also for the best of luck in the coming semester.